All right, and we are live. Okay. Good
Hello,
evening,
good evening,
everyone.
everyone.
Hello.
One.
Yeah,
Okay.
welcome to another the Unarmed podcast episode 13.
13, yeah.
13,
13,
yes. How could you have forgotten the next episode?
Episode 12 last week. Ano ba yan, Ella?
Sorry,
Yeah, come
sorry,
on.
sorry, my bad, my bad.
Get it
Yeah.
together.
This is a very special episode, a
Ooh.
KDA anniversary special
That's
episode.
right.
How many
So,
years? How many years na ba, KDA?
how many? Oh, actually, we're on
Oh,
our 22nd.
Oh, I thought
yeah.
you forgot
Oh,
also.
20. Oh,
Yeah. So we're celebrating our 22nd KDA anniversary. Actually, we celebrated it during the 20th of February.
Monday,
Yeah, because we
March,
had our general
February.
training. But our real anniversary starts at 21, the 21st of February. So there we go, 22nd anniversary. How many years have
Yeah,
we been
wow,
training?
it's been so
Yeah,
long. Grabe.
I've been doing
Yeah.
karate for like 17 years already.
Oh,
Yeah.
grabe.
What about you
So
guys?
long.
Oh, so I've been 15.
15. Oh,
15,
okay.
yeah, 15. How about you, Vanna?
Trying to do the math in my head, but I started when I was 8. So I'm 20 now, so it's 12 years.
12 years.
Oh,
All right.
Oh,
Oh,
12
okay.
years.
Yeah.
maths, yeah.
Yeah. So Kate has been through a long journey, and of course, a lot of memories throughout the tournaments and all the experiences we had in karate. Together also with our senseis and the black belts that helped make Kate what it is now. So we're very excited to celebrate this the anniversary with this special podcast episode with two very special guests. But kamustahan?
Yeah, wait.
Sige.
Yeah, so let's welcome our two very esteemed guests, our KDA Chief Instructor and our KDA Board President, Sensei Barry Arianshana and Sensei David Lay. Welcome po. Us.
There you are.
Well,
Os.
sir,
Welcome.
happy
Thank you.
anniversary.
Glad to be here again.
Yeah, we're very honored to have both our what do you call very esteemed KDA black belts in I'm finding words, guys.
In our
In our
episode.
episode, yeah, there we go. Sorry, there we go. I'm very nervous because we have
Yeah, it's a very special episode because it's not our typical episode that we're always gonna talk,
yeah, that's
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
We have very
mhm.
special plans, very special gimmicks
And
to
yeah,
give
and
our
Mr.
guests a very
Excited.
hard time today. I
and this
mean,
is the
a fun
first
time,
time.
fun time.
I
Hard.
think we're gonna grill them, no, about KDA history.
Nako.
Fun atas instead. That's your fun time.
Yeah. We're medyo sadista.
And this is the first time that we're gonna host two people, no?
Yeah.
Grabe.
Wait, no.
Well, we did. We had a guest
Ah.
with Sensei Shin, Sensei Franco, together with Sensei
Mr.
David.
Franco.
And
Yeah,
today,
yeah.
our very special guest is Sensei Barry, and our not so special guest, Sensei David. No. Both are very esteemed, very respected black belts in the karate community, especially in the Philippines and in KDA. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
thank you very
I'm
much
just
for gracing our
feel free
episode.
in asking questions to Sensei Barry.
Yeah. We were talking before the episode
Yeah.
started. Sensei David suggested we ask most of the questions to Sensei Barry. Since
Trying
Sensei
to get
David-
away ata no?
Yeah, Sensei David has been Suki in our and
In our
podcast.
podcast.
If I can't
Yeah.
answer the questions, I have to phone in a friend.
Oh,
Call a friend.
all right.
How are you
So,
po, Sen-
yeah. So yeah, before we start po in our main program, how are you guys? How was the anniversary? Kamusta po? Ano yung mga naging programs natin last Sunday?
Oh, Sensei Barry, she's asking you a question.
Right away.
Me?
So, okay,
Redirecting.
okay.
Off the
Directing to
bat,
Sir
off the
Barry na.
bat. Okay. Well, it's a good turnout, you know. As we had celebrated our third virtual General Assembly, along with our country branches like KDA, UK, and New Zealand. You know, but well, of course, right now in New Zealand, it's the COVID's quite. It's just as if it's starting out
Oh,
compared to
really?
ours. Unlike ours, medyo pababa na sa kanila baliktad.
Wow.
Ngayon pa lang nagpi-pick up, no? And so is in UK. but we're just fortunate that we were able to celebrate it, and it was a good turnout. And we're thankful for all the supporters and the parents, the children, our students who have patronized and involved themselves,
Mhm.
including the service team as well.
Yes.
How
That
about
was
you,
what
Sensei?
we call general training under a pandemic, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes.
So if I'm gonna add, what was different that time, this time was that we had all the youngsters do the training.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, di ba? We had
Oh yeah, we
triple
did.
A. Is it the triple A?
The triple A.
Quadruple.
Ah,
Including
right, quadruple.
yeah. We
Oo,
had
ano?
Aliyah,
in New Zealand, and then Adrian of New Zealand also, Alex here in Manila, and Anton.
Anton.
Anton,
Yeah,
GK.
four youngsters. Okay, with the letter A starting in their name. Yun.
That's right.
Right.
Really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have that kind of idea where you let the youngsters, take the wheel in when it comes to teaching. It shows that KDA has a younger generation to precede its older, more wiser. Okay, not to downplay, but there's like a new generation to be able to take care of KDA, and well, we're working in that.
Yeah. Well, we have to
Yeah.
start somewhere,
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
right?
Okay, so before we proceed to our direct program, I just want to have a little a bit of icebreaker game.
Uh,
Okay,
Okay.
yes, it's an
Very
icebreaker
unusual for a
game.
podcast of a game, but here we
Yeah.
are. Yeah,
Mhm.
very special episode.
It's a very special episode. We want this episode to be very entertaining
Mhm.
and fun. Okay, so for this program, on our first program, we're gonna show you a bunch of pictures. Now you're gonna describe it in one word.
One word.
In one word.
Only one word.
Only one word. In that picture, you can tell us only one word. Just
Okay.
kung ano yung unang maisip niyo po in your minds. Okay.
All right.
Bawal po magana. Reaction, side
Wait.
comments are not allowed, I think.
Oh, so you're gonna be sharing your screen, pala Ella?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay.
share screen.
All right.
But I want Sir David and Sir Buddy, please can you close your eyes for a while? So
eyes.
you
Close
won't
your
see the
eyes.
pictures
Okay.
for a while, sir.
Okay. All right.
Para no
Here we go.
seeking.
Ano?
Okay, are
I
you
think
guys
we're good.
ready?
I think we're good po.
Yeah, we're good. Okay,
We're good.
open your eyes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, ready. In one word. 3, 2, 1.
Miss.
What?
Ah.
Awesome.
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 Oh, Sensei David saying he misses it.
Oh,
Yeah, since we
yeah.
had online
Yeah.
training for most of the time for 2 years already, we miss
Yeah.
like having face-to-face
Yeah.
training.
I can only say one word, so that's why I said miss. I
Yeah.
cannot-
Maybe we can change
It took a
to.
while for me to load the word.
Yeah. I was like, Miss who? Miss Universe. No, but yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe we can do one phrase.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think,
sure.
I think so.
Sige, one
Sure,
phrase
sure.
or a
Okay.
word or one phrase. There we go.
One word or one phrase. Yeah, okay. Next.
Oh,
Mm.
Loot
Mm.
bags.
Loot bag. That's a word.
Bag.
That's a phrase.
So, that's the word, sir.
Multinational.
okay na. Phrase
Multinational.
naman.
No, sige, okay.
Multinational.
Bags.
Loot
Oh, yeah,
bags.
yeah.
Okay.
That's good, yeah.
That's right.
Bags. Yeah, we received a
Okay.
lot of loot bags before. Okay.
Magkakaibigan. Oh.
If I may say, seminars.
Ah, yeah. Right.
Yeah, seminars.
Yes.
Yeah.
We hold our seminars there.
A lot of the back then we had a lot of seminars and tournaments in
Yeah.
Unilever. It's such a nice place to like have one. Except I didn't like the basketball court. No, it's super hot.
Yeah, it's so hot.
Yeah.
So hot.
Yeah.
Like a sauna there.
Yeah.
But the
Whenever-
trainings were
Yeah, it was a big event for KDA usually, and we usually have our general assemblies in Unilever and a lot of
Right.
from different clubs. And what do you call this? Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot
we
what I
have
was supposed to
there a
say.
lot. Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
on to the next.
Yeah.
On to the
the
next.
next one.
Hmm?
Ooh.
10 years.
10 years.
10
10,
years.
or maybe 10. Can we say a phrase or a word? Just one word.
Yeah,
lang
it's
talaga.
okay, Sensei. It's
Any,
okay.
Word or
any,
phrase,
any, any.
Sensei David?
Pass.
Sorry?
Pass?
Did you say pass?
Past?
Pass.
Pass.
In the
Past.
past.
Oh,
Ah.
Past from the
Okay,
past.
kala ko pass eh.
Pass. Oh, yeah. So we
1, 2,
had
3,
our
pass.
10 years.
Honbu Dojo and Shopwise Kubao before, and lots of memories. No, we
Yeah.
are that's where the sports team was born,
Created.
created,
Yeah.
and a lot of different activities that made a lot of really athletic students, and it really drove tournaments to made KDA become most of the time
We
overall
are, yeah.
champion. Yeah, yeah,
I miss this dojo.
yeah. Lots of
Okay.
memories.
Next.
Next one. Oh,
Mm.
what is that? I don't know.
I don't know that
Totoy.
eh. Totoy. Oh,
Totoy.
exactly. Nice one. I like it too. Totoy.
Artistic.
Artistic.
Artistic. Yeah.
I'd
Agree.
say
For those who
minimalistic.
Yeah. For those who don't know,
Minimalistic.
we call our KDA logo Totoy Talon.
Yeah.
Right.
For those who doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know what it looks like, it's supposed to be like a flying kick, no?
Yeah.
Binayan mo doon, John.
Like a sidekick, supposed to be.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Those are waves on a full moon.
Oh. Okay,
Next.
next.
Ooh,
Wow. Best.
the best.
Best.
The best.
Best.
Yeah.
The best.
Blessed.
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 Oh,
Best and blessed.
wordplay.
I was thinking you guys would say the future, no? Because Shopwise is the past. Now this is the future. The best future for KDA. There we go. There we go.
Blessed future.
So yeah,
Hey.
JK symbol, no? I thought you guys would say like sunny side up, no? with a bit of vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay.
In a way,
Looks
it signifies that it's a healthy future, maybe.
The future.
I don't know.
Lots of cholesterol. Nah, that's yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Mmm.
Wait, yeah.
What?
Mm.
Medyo napatagal yung sagot nila.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Who would pick this picture?
Totokan.
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 Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
That's what we had in mind, actually.
Yeah. Traditional.
Traditional.
Traditional. Yeah.
Year of the
Totokan
tiger,
is
no? Oh,
Yeah, it's also year.
yeah,
No,
year.
yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Your year, Alex.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I was year of the tiger, no? But I was born 1999.
Yeah. It was the year. It still was the year of the tiger. You were born
I was,
in the later part of the year.
born before it became New Year, right? I see.
No, you were born before.
Yeah.
At the later part of the year of the tiger.
Yeah, okay. Before it went, okay. Alright. So there we have it, Shotokan.
Ooh.
I'd
Every
say-
picture. Ooh.
Good movie. That's what I'd say.
At the beginning.
Ano
Yeah.
na beginning?
I was about to
Yeah,
say that too. Beginning.
Beginning.
Alright.
If this is beginning, if this is beginning, what about this one?
Oh.
The start of the beginning.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, this
The-
one is for me
What is that? Okay.
baby steps.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
That's a good question. If that was the beginning, what is this? What is the white belt
Uh,
designate or like
mm,
represent?
Yeah.
well,
Well,
juvenile.
Juvenile.
Pass.
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 Call a friend.
Call a friend. Okay. On to the next.
Oh.
Mm.
I don't know that.
I'd say favoritism. No.
Well, what comes to mind is anime.
I'd
Okay.
say it relates to passion in a way, no? Maybe.
Fighting hard for your
It's
passion.
of passion, right?
Increase of joy.
I don't watch
Yeah.
I don't watch anime, but that's what it looks like.
You know, guys don't watch Naruto.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's Naruto.
For context, this is what is this? Rock Lee, you know, and then see Guy Sensei. So the man on the left is like the sensei of the other student on the right.
Ooh.
Yeah, in
Okay.
Naruto.
They're
So-
fighting for their dream.
Yeah, something like that. They're very
Mm.
passionate when you've seen the anime.
They're both crying.
They are. That's how passionate they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Quite the same, no?
Yeah.
Gratitude.
That.
That's a nice way to think about it.
How about you,
Rejoice, right?
Gratitude?
Rejoice.
Rejoice, yeah,
Oh,
like after
rejoice,
winning a
rejoice.
tournament, right?
Yeah.
With your coach.
Yeah,
no?
that's a pretty
Very fulfilling. Yeah.
With your
yeah.
coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
the feeling can't be matched.
The boss.
The
The
bo-
boss.
what do you call your
Yeah.
wife?
Commander in chief.
Okay.
The boss.
Leader.
Figure.
The
A
leader.
leader.
Leader, wow.
Big word.
Pioneer.
Yeah.
Sensei Kagawa. Ooh.
I already have in mind.
This is quite a generic picture, isn't it?
That's no.
Yeah.
Is it for
Uh,
unity?
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't give them hints.
unity or help. No?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Mm.
the help. Yeah, that's all
Oh.
I'm thinking. Helping
For
them.
camaraderie.
Somebody else. Mm.
That's pretty.
Assist.
Oh.
I don't know. Help, assist.
Yeah, right. Camaraderie, helping. That's a
Camaraderie,
nice way to
yeah,
think
yeah.
about it.
Some of these
Somebody
pictures.
else, di ba?
Just like a black tattoo should be. Oh.
Delicious.
Are you
Delicious.
For
Yeah,
as a disclaimer, the three of us did not pick this picture. It was
Yeah.
Senpai Prince who did pick this picture, and he's not here right now. He
Yeah.
He left us to fend out the wool. Jaka. But
Okay.
yeah, delicious. I agree.
Yeah.
delicious.
Well, what? Okay. Super 8.
Super 8.
Someone else is reacting.
Yeah, someone's reacting.
Someone else is reacting. When I saw this picture, I had to
I
think.
know what you're thinking.
Yeah. Okay, I think Sensei Byron gets it already.
I get it, but
Store.
not that to me.
Okay, on to the next.
Yeah, on to the next. It's no comment.
Oh.
Venue.
Venue.
Yeah. Tournaments.
I'd say like a gathering, no? Yeah.
I think when we
Yeah.
stop, yeah.
Okay. Leisure.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Uh,
Very neutral way to think about.
Yeah.
uh,
In general terms, it's leisure for me.
About you, Sir
Sensei
David.
David? I don't have
you guys, Barkada.
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 Okay.
Okay.
Actually,
valid, valid.
Valid.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. The boss of the boss.
The boss.
The boss of
The
the,
boss.
The big boss.
Yeah.
The big boss, yeah.
The original.
the original.
Mm.
The OG.
The OG.
The OG.
Oh, I was thinking of
Oh,
putting
okay.
this. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
Well,
what do you call that?
principles.
Principal.
Yeah. It's on my mind too. Principles.
Principles.
Should
Okay.
it be a different word? Yeah, okay.
Disband.
This band. When I think about chains, I don't really think about this band, no? But okay, whatever.
I mean, it's whatever comes to their mind
Yeah,
first,
oh,
right?
wow. Yeah.
It's
Valid.
two words ako, weak link eh.
Weak
The
link.
weak
Link,
link.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maganda.
That's a nice one, yeah.
Oo nga, yeah. Hindi ko rin naisip.
I was thinking of break the chain.
Yeah, it's
Some
also
break
break the
the chain.
chain. Break the chain of what?
I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
Tetris.
Yeah. That's what? I'll say that.
Goal.
Yeah.
Mm.
Results.
Mm,
Oh.
okay.
Huh?
Actually, I didn't have a word for this. goal-oriented results. Yeah, pretty good.
Ah, the
Mm.
gang.
The the guy.
Gang.
Oh, wait.
The gang.
Okay, what's the word there? Uh,
The
the
Yakuza.
The barkada.
no, no,
The
no.
barkada.
Barkada.
Let's go.
Uncomparable.
Uncomparable.
Comparable.
Nice,
Nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
was a-
Nice.
unbeatable or something. Yeah, incomparable.
Yeah.
Galing.
Mm.
Ah,
Can't think of any.
Me, okay, you guys first.
okay. What's that?
It's just
Massive.
a tournament, no?
Tournament. Yeah, it's a major, I think.
Magandang word for that.
Mm,
Well, it's just an arena for me. Arena.
yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
For me, I would be thinking nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Especially if you were to be a player there, no?
Yeah.
Nerve-wracking, but that's 2 words, Alex.
Nerve, just put a hyphen na lang para...
Still 2 words if you.
Para magka-date pa rin.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh, we had
Kalus.
Kalos.
Callous.
Traditional.
Traditional.
Oh,
personal. Kala ko yung
Had
magsasabi
one
na
just
kayo
like
pare.
this, right?
Traditional, right?
We had one in Shopwise.
Before.
Yeah, actually I miss that, no? Even though I don't use it a lot.
Mm.
I wish, no, I want to use it, like, I want to have one in our home na. Like, I want to, like, make a DIY kind of
If you
makiwara.
go to Tokyo, they have like 3 or 4 of that.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
Genius.
Genius, right? Yeah, that's a good word.
Hmm?
Uh,
Everybody.
Innovator.
Innovator. Wow.
Innovator.
Yeah. Wow.
Do you guys know who this is? Ella and Ivana. Because I provided this picture.
Correct?
Yeah, you're providing this picture nga eh.
This is,
Can you explain to our viewers na din for those who don't
This
know?
is the genius innovator, Master Tetsuhiko Asai. So there you go.
Revolutionary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Correct.
And the last one.
Last one.
Oh, the last one? Okay. Team. Yeah.
Team.
You-
Spirit.
Represent. Yeah, spirit, right? Nice.
Is that the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the last one. May sinabi pa si everybody. Hindi ko narinig.
Spirit.
Spirit.
Yeah, spirit.
Spirit.
Spirit. Ah,
Team
okay,
spirit.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So,
Okay.
that's for the one word, one pick, guys.
That's
Okay,
really interesting, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of had a hard
Daming-
time picking
Almost
pictures
caught
for
us.
this. So.
Almost caught us off guard. Huh?
Masaya din sa
For the one
barkada.
Even
I want to get the right word for it, so I have to put longer. So,
Yeah, right. We understand, no? Especially some certain pictures that are medyo
medyo random, no?
They're random, right?
No,
Like,
no
Very
correlation
random.
to karate.
Antox, what's that
Yeah.
about? About karate?
know.
I don't know.
ang picture you're teasing us eh.
No, we just wanted to like get your reactions, Sensei.
Yeah, actually. Even if we were the ones who made it, I think I had a hard time actually thinking on the spot too.
But I did
I was
get
trying I was trying to get
Was there with the chicken. I did get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
I
I
was
did
about.
told me.
Yeah, I was about to say to be safe, baliwag na lang.
Baliw.
Baliwag.
Mm,
Alright.
I think that's it for our first segment.
to go.
Okay, yeah, sige. Moving on now, moving on. Now, we've had our brain racking or brain working already. Now, on to the next game, not really game, gimmick we have in store for both Sensei David and Sensei Barry. Maybe mostly for Sensei Barry because that's what Sensei David wants.
Then,
No, okay. Sige, moving on. We're gonna have another round of what we did before, flip kumite. But nowadays, we're gonna be asking topics for both Sensei David and Sensei Barry, and then we'll have like around 2 minutes for you guys to give your thoughts and ideas. No?
Yeah.
Sige. Ivana, you're gonna time?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna
Thank you very much.
But I think we're gonna also like talk about like what their answers are at every after their 2 minutes is up, right?
Yeah.
I think
Still
so.
expound on them later on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Well, yeah, we will. We will. Most definitely. Maybe just for time's sake, we're gonna be asking one question for a person, and then we're gonna move on to the next question. To the next question. How does it sound?
Yeah.
Or
think that's
maybe yeah, okay, yeah, sige. So first off, we have 5 questions. So we're gonna start off with Sensei Bari, so that Sensei Bari has 3 questions and Sensei David 2 only. So okay. So
Brutism.
I'm
Nepotism.
nepotism. What do you mean?
That's why we don't like nepotism.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna no comment, no comment.
Okay.
All right. Sensei Bari, for the first question, we're gonna be talking about KDA a lot more because since it's gonna be a KDA anniversary special, right?
Yeah, sure.
So about KDA, we wanted to learn about the background and about a little bit of the history. So the question is, Sensei Bari, who are like the notable people that helped make KDA what it is today? Like the people who made KDA, the founders, or maybe the senseis, or even students or other black belts.
Are you
Timer.
Okay.
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay.
3,
Timer.
2, 1, go.
Okay. So for me, I would say that I wasn't there at the beginning. I came later on after 9 years. But from the information that I've gathered from, especially from Sensei David, uh, notable people that I would say that kind of made a big impact for me,
Mhm.
especially in the as the backbone of our organization is well, of course, Sensei David, okay, along with the other black belts who had supported and gave their unselfish hand on the in the beginning, okay, and I'm also grateful also for the most of them are also my students as well, okay, and I'm proud that when I was able to return, I can already see them, and I've seen the great work they've done, and all I have to do is just carry on.
Mhm.
Okay. So that to me is a good thing. So to cite some of the people, well, of course, I don't know them that much, but I know that some people would be like Chito Macapagal,
Mm.
who is one of the key people that turned this thing around, okay, including, of course, the other seniors on the ranks, like, of course, Sensei Henry Perez, who is
Mhm.
in uh, UK right now, and together with Sensei Alwin, in tandem with Sensei Therese. Yeah? And I'm proud of them that they've made the decision and stuck by it. They've been besides Sensei David the whole time. you know. Okay, along with the other,
Time.
okay.
Thank you very much,
So
Sensei
Thank
Bari.
you,
thank
sir.
you,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Sir
Yeah.
Barry.
Guys, excuse me
He was
for a bit.
supposed to say the most important, but there he has no more time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Sige, so talking about that a while ago, no. Yeah, it was the what do you call this? The people that Sensei Barry mentioned, like Sensei Chito Makapagal, Sensei David Lay.
Sir, Sir
Yeah,
Alwin.
Sensei Alwin, Therese together, and also Sensei Henry Perez, no. They really made KDA what helped KDA grow and make KDA especially spread other clubs, right, to the UK and New Zealand. What are your thoughts on that, no, Sensei David?
Oh, yeah. Actually, there are a lot of notable people. Number one will be
Mm.
my sensei.
Oh,
He's right now in
I
Canada.
thought you can say myself.
Sensei Virgilio Uy.
Ah, right, no.
I'm highly
Yeah.
inspired by him. Okay, and then what do I see with Sensei? Well, he was a good instructor.
Mhm.
Number two, he plays well. He's skillful. Number three, his character. I like his character. Huh? Okay. So we have a special relationship. me and Sensei Ver have a special relationship, even though he's in Canada. Okay, I consider him to be really my first sensei and one of the people that really influenced me a lot in karate. Okay,
Right. If I
other
may
notable
ask.
people are the presidents
Oh
of
yeah.
the
Right. Sige.
presidents of KDA. We have Alvin Suva. We have not in order. Okay, we have Ivo Dualan. We have Tanya Gabe, Roel Parungao, Mark Medrana. We have who else?
Wally.
I might have
Wally.
forgotten some of them.
Wally Gozon.
Sensei Wally. Sensei Wally daw.
Sensei Wally.
That's Wally.
Wally. Oh, very. That guy is really a worker.
Tanya. Tanya.
Yeah, I said already Tanya Gabe and
Yeah.
Sensei Barry. Barry is a very hardworking president. So I cannot say anything. Well, I can say a lot of things with about Sensei Barry, but I'm gonna probably miss my 2 minutes.
Right. Thank you very
Chito
much.
Makapagal, of course, what Sensei Barry said, Chito Makapagal, but because he was able to what's this? Get that idea and formulate it.
Oh.
And showed us the work that the plan will work. Okay. Henry Perez, of course, is our treasurer. And also Therese Nable was also our treasurer before they went abroad. Yeah. Those are the notable people.
Right.
We can also have Gretchen Malalad because she put KDA in another
In the spotlight.
because
Yeah.
of her winnings in the SEA Games.
Right. Yeah. Yes, that's completely right. No, the KDA presidents, the movers and workers, no, of KDA, the other the senseis, also the founders, and of course the people that who put KDA in the spotlight for like their results and achievements. No, like Gretchen Malala. No. So yeah, thank you very much. No. So all right, moving on. No. For a question one for Sensei David. No. Where are my questions? Here we go. So in about KDA also, was there any struggles in like forming and also developing the KDA club? And if so, what were those? No.
Well,
2 minutes?
forming the KDA club, of course, there's going to be
Yeah.
some maybe minor struggles. Okay, but when we formed the club, it was because of the the agreement and the cooperation of all the black belts. They like it and they want it. They want to have KDA. So we did register it with the SEC, and we got our name in the registered. And then when we at first we did not have any Hombu dojo, so we were able to use Unilever's gym for our Hombu dojo. We practice there like I think every Saturdays, Saturdays in Unilever. So that was a very a plus factor for us until we were able to build up some capital, and then we moved to another dojo where we can pay rent. In Unilever, the rent was free, so we were really able to build up our capital very fast. So okay.
And that was fast.
Okay.
We still have one more.
KDA is that I was looking for a connection with authentic karate, authentic Shotokan karate.
Right.
Okay, so we were able to do that, no, through friends. All right, but eventually, after several years of under that group, we had to transfer again to a new group, which is better actually. No? And probably I won't be having any more time to discuss about that. I can see the time right now.
Yeah.
So okay, maybe sometime we can discuss about what happened. Okay. So yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Sensei David.
Alright.
Yeah, we can discuss it like in the afterthoughts, no? Yeah, that's right, no? Any thoughts about that? Any violent? No, not violent reactions. Any further like additional information, no? Sensei Barry, about that?
Mhm.
Since you've been like the KDA president, rin, no? If you have any
Yeah.
like struggles with like any
handling the organization.
handling, right?
Where there were a lot of challenges along the way. That but what's important there is that I'm not doing it alone. I have the support of the board
Hmm.
and and the other members, the Sihan Kai for that matter. So it wasn't really. I didn't feel alone during the my termship at the time, until now, because after a couple of years that I've had my seat of service, I took a back step for a while, for about 2 years, and maybe to recharge for that
Mm-hmm.
matter, and then I'm at it again, back in the saddle. But
Right.
what's important right now is I'm very blessed that I have the support and the assistance of the board, the Shihankai group. It's very, very important for me because as I've told them before, I cannot be able to do anything, no,
Mm-hmm.
much as I would like to, if it weren't for the support and the assistance of everyone. So we need everybody's help. No? Sabi ko nga dati, we are like the straws in what do you call that, yung walis ting-ting.
Uh,
Okay, di ba? And we have to be binded with something that we believe in. No? If that bind loosen up and the straws fall out, and then that's where we will lose our grip of whatever we need to do. And then, but in time, it's a learning experience. No? If that happens, then we tighten the bind.
mhm.
No? And through time, we rebuild again. But well, that's life as we see it.
Yeah, very beautiful analogy, Sensei Barry, no?
Very insightful.
Um, yeah. So KDA really relies on its black belts, no, for it to work. So a lot of black belts are working for KDA, mostly volunteering, no, and also teaching, and it's what makes KDA
Unique.
unique, right? Yeah. So what do you call this? Yeah, a lot of hardworking KDA black belts are devoting their time, to not just in their own field of expertise, but also sharing it and in with KDA, which is a big plus factor for, in my opinion. No, we have lots of professionals, lots of educated and as what do you call this? What do you call
Esteemed.
um
We've been using esteemed a lot, but yeah, really
esteemed.
high profile black belts actually, like
Yeah, educated and also what do you call this?
established, maybe.
No,
Hindi,
I'm
no,
looking
it's
for
not established eh.
for the growing
Right.
generation. I'm losing my words right now, but yeah, a lot of
It's
potential, a
okay.
lot of potential kids, no, that are growing up. So hopefully KDA gets more black belts. Hopefully KDA grows bigger so that KDA becomes a much more lucrative enterprise. I no, not lucrative. A more no,
Was
better.
intentional, Alex.
Dynamic.
That
You
slip
can
of the
build it
tongue
up
was
more.
intentional.
Yeah.
Sorry. I've been okay. Yeah, so that KDA becomes a better what do you call this
Organization.
organization.
Mhm.
I'm losing my
Yeah, yeah,
words.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
using very average like adjectives right now. Okay, moving on. Thank you very much, no, Sensei Barry, Sensei David. Very insightful. Very much motivational too. Moving on to Sensei Barry naman, the third question. Okay, here we go. So, what is your most memorable milestone when it comes to your 22 years of service in KDA? You might have
Okay.
to think a bit there because that's a lot of years.
Yeah.
Sige.
Okay.
Okay, no more thinking. Ready?
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Time
Ivana,
starts.
Starmer, go.
Timer starts now.
Okay. First of all, I wouldn't say 22 years because I came in late.
All
I came
right.
in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2009. Okay. So probably in the past, I'd say like 14 years probably. No, but what's the first milestone I have is the opportunity to come back again.
Mm.
Because that for me, I never thought that I would be able to get back again from karate because
Mm.
I was in a hiatus for 16 years. I'm very thankful that Sensei David has given the opportunity by inviting me back into the fold, into this community. Probably there are a lot of milestones in my stay in KDA.
Mm.
There were a lot of challenges along the way. I would say that each major project that KDA had dwelt in, no, hosting an international, probably hosting an international event
Mm-hmm. Right.
is one thing. No, it really turned me. It really I was surprised even to myself that I was able to do that. I went beyond, what I expected myself to do. Okay. Another thing is the 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 goals that I have. I believe that I have plan, although I have didn't plan it, but once I had that goal, and with the motivation and the inspiration of my peers, especially since say David, I was able to get it. And it says a lot, because with KDA, I feel that this is a family, and being with the family as you are with your own family, you feel inspired if your family is backing you up,
Mhm.
is behind you, and so that gives me the driving force to make myself worth it,
Okay.
to make myself
Thank
better.
you
Yes.
very much, Sensei Barry.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So KDA, like as a company or
Or
club, no,
organization or club.
organization, association. Okay, okay. Yeah, KDA as a club, no, has been through a lot of milestones, no, which boosted it into its heights right now. Just like yeah, what Sensei Barry said, hosting like international tournaments where we invited many countries, no, and clubs
Even
all
so,
around. Yeah, or maybe like joining the JKS, a very big one, a very big milestone
Yeah,
for KDA, which really
definitely.
boosted our like karate in as a
uh,
whole, right? And we got closer to different not KDA, Philippine club karate clubs, right? And also even the simple milestones like establishing the sports team. What about you, Sensei David? Is there any memorable milestones in
Yeah,
KDA?
actually, my most I think the most for me the biggest milestone is what you said already. We were able to affiliate with the JKS.
Sorry, I robbed it from
The
you.
JKS is the best. Actually, it's the best karate club, international karate club in the world,
I have
in
a
the world.
question, Sensei David. You keep quoting JKS as like the best, right? Like
It is
The
really
best, the
but
I
best.
don't want to be
so hard.
very what do you call this like one-sided or biased, but
yes,
you're
yeah.
No,
very
Bias.
yeah. Can you
no,
give us like
no,
your
yeah, I
thought
can
process?
prove.
Yeah, okay. We would like to hear about it, like Sensei David. Sige.
What?
Why is JKS the best?
The best,
Why
yeah.
are you so brag? No,
Okay,
no,
Hyped.
okay.
my bragging rights. Okay, number one, JKS. They practice both traditional karate, budo karate, and also sports karate. Although these two fields are different, totally different,
Mhm.
but they are able to connect the two together through their curriculum.
Mm.
Okay. Number two, our boss Kagawa, okay, is a legend. He's a legend. He's been grand champion also in the JK before, many times. You can see him in YouTube playing during his playing days. Number three, our senseis. We have a lot of senseis in the Hombu Dojo. There's like 12 to 15 senseis. Japanese, all Japanese. Okay.
Mm.
And then these guys are not just senseis that teach karate. No, they're not just high ranking. No, but because they're also present and former WKF world champions. Where can you get senseis like that?
Oh,
Diba? These
doesn't
guys have
that
a lot of
exist in
experience.
other international
These guys are
clubs?
very technical. Whenever we have classes, even in online classes,
Mhm.
when they teach our class, di ba? I was, wow, ang galing nun. I cannot do that. Di ba? Di ba? My karate is not that bad, Alex, no? But when I see them perform, I cannot perform that way. So, wow, that's wonderful. That's great. Their karate is so high level.
Mhm.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yes, they're very
Because in
technical.
karate, you're not talking about lineage only. What will lineage give you? Nothing. You what? Only what? Paper that you're like this, like this, like this, coming from like that? No. You need technique. You need skill that you can
Mm.
give to your students. Okay? Yun ang importante sa karate. It's not about lineage. We do have lineage. But I'm not barking on that only. But I'm barking about technique. These guys are good. Okay? You won't know how good they are until you are there, a member of them. And then you can compare. Okay, and but besides, technically, they have a lot more katas. They have the cotton katas that was recreated by Asai Sensei.
Right.
Diba? These cotton katas are different from the traditional 26 katas we have in Shotokan. These katas, wow, these katas are used for self-defense. Diba? You don't find the movements here, the techniques here in the 26 katas. That's why I like them. Okay, next, Japan is so near the Philippines, so near Manila. Diba? How much do you spend only for going to Japan? 15,000 pesos back and forth.
Wait, I have a question, Sensei David. Why are you comparing like the distance, no? Is there any other place you're comparing it to? Okay, no. Okay, moving on. No.
Alex, when you become a member of an international group, sometimes the membership, the headquarters is from afar, from very far.
I see.
Okay, not like here in Japan, and this is really based in Japan.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Yeah, where karate started. After
they're
all.
totally
Birthplace of
awesome. These guys
karate.
are totally awesome. Wow. They're so good. I'm telling you, they're so good. That's why. That's why when I was kind of sort of encouraging other people to become member, I don't have a problem recruiting them. They immediately said yes. Huh?
Yeah.
Agawa was also the head coach of the Japan
They
team.
have a good track record.
The Japan team, okay, are JKS members, most of them. In the last WKF competition in Dubai, they got 3 gold medals out of 4 gold medals of the Japan team. Okay? And then what else? Tokyo University, which Kagawa is heading, is a champion team in Japan. Tokyo University. So you see all the advantages and benefits that we can get from JKS.
Yeah.
It's tremendous.
It's very easy to like
last year, how many online seminars did we have? 80.
Yeah. Oh, 80
from Japan. It's like practicing karate in Tokyo. Yan yun. Di ba?
Right.
Advantage that is, di ba? Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I made a good
incomparable. Actually, they are incomparable.
yeah. Good thing I didn't ask this question to Sensei David because he wouldn't have said all of that, no, in 2 minutes.
Hindi magkakasya sa 2 minutes.
No, but yeah,
2
thank you
hours
very
maybe.
much, no, Sensei David.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're very blessed, no. Yeah, kasi you can see JKS's track record, you can see the products of Sensei Shihan Kagawa, and also the results of the like their medals, their skill. You can really see their skill. And again, very close to home, no? Japan only. And we're very excited if we get a chance to like train there, no, and even deliver like maybe a team. So thank you very much, no. All right.
Many more advantages.
I'm sure there are, no. Yeah. All right. Moving on to Sensei David naman. Okay. Is there any? So for the next question, on the fourth question, what are your thoughts about throughout the whole span of KDA, no? What do you think about the KDA community? Like the students and like the parents or even like the senseis, no?
Well, I guess we're doing fine. We're on the right track. First of all, it's also good that our students are under us. You know why? Because of the organizational setup of KDA. KDA is not owned by me, like maybe some other people are saying, okay, or controlled by me. No. KDA has an organization. It has a board of trustees. It has a president that we choose every 2 years. And if you're good, you can be re-elected from among the black belts that we have. So that means that KDA does not belong to any family, does not belong to any single proprietor. It's all of us, the black belts of KDA. So if a student becomes also a black belt, then he has a chance, okay, to be a member of this black belt corps and choose his own president or run for president if he wants to. That's KDA. The interest is for everyone, all the members, not for a single family, not for the proprietor. Okay? Everyone has a future here. Diba? Yan ang maganda. Everything's fair. That's how we did KDA. All right, so that's what is nice, but of course our students they don't know that, no. But eventually, they realize that no, our organizational setup should be that way, so that nobody is favored, diba? Nobody's discriminated, okay? Because we have a board of trustees, and we always meet, and whatever the board approves, okay, goes, diba? And when we have to do something, we can recommend it to the board. If the board approves, then we have it. So that's how we do things here in KDA. Yun ang maganda dito. Okay? Think about that. Everybody, think about that.
Right. Thank you very much, Sensei David. On the dot, right?
On the time, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So like talking about that more, no? If you have any thoughts to it, Sensei Barry, or even additional thoughts, Sensei David, that you haven't spoken about. But I want to talk about what about if in KDA, inside KDA, like as a club, no, or maybe a family or brotherhood,
Yeah.
what do you call it now? Well, what do you think about like smaller other communities forming inside KDA, like maybe a group of parents or maybe a group of like the students, no? Maybe they form their own community. Do you think that's like healthy for the club, or what are your thoughts?
Well, that depends. That depends.
Mhm.
You cannot get away with that. There's always some small pockets of factions here and there. But what is important here is if these factions wouldn't be uh, going against the organization, or
Mhm.
if it is only to for a small group camaraderie and all that, no, it's okay. And if these small factions may in turn be an asset, or be a more helpful aid or arm of our organization, then it is not, there's no problem. Okay?
Mhm.
What would be a problem is if such factions would turn out to be rebellious. Okay, so we cannot work that way. No, we have to always think of what is for the betterment of everything. Okay. Well, I'm not saying that we are always righteous, no, but there is a process. There is a more respective and more responsible way of dealing things.
Mhm.
No,
Correct.
that would not, uh, put undermine
Mhm.
the probably the leaders or the people who try to uplift our organization. So if these factions or group of people may do so, no problem. But for as long as it would be a constructive one, no, not a destructive one.
Mhm.
No. If it's a constructive one, then no problem. No, they might be a good influence or motivator and helping hand for organization. But if it is otherwise, then that's the sad story about it.
Right. Very well said, Paul Sensibari. Yeah, forming I mean like their own mini communities inside a like a club, no? It's I think it is healthy, but like what Sensibari said, some communities might be like destructive, no? Some groups might be destructive. And it's very hard for like the organization that tries to care for everyone inside the club to like meet their
Yeah.
needs, whatever they want, no? Because sometimes it might be a selfish kind of group. It might be again a destructive kind of group. It might be like a. It's hard to ease like separatist factions, no? Like recent
Yeah.
news. But yeah, sige, for the last question, no, for Sensei Barry, last one, no.
Can I add?
Oh yeah,
Alice,
yes,
can I
yes,
add
please.
to
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think okay. It depends on the purpose, but however, there's no guarantee that any. Are we talking about parents
We're
or maybe
talking
General.
both like
Yeah,
parents,
parents and
Yeah,
students,
advanced
or even black
students.
belts if they have their own community, right?
oh black belts also? Okay. Well, there's no guarantee that they're not going to act against the organization or other people.
Right.
Okay. So what is important for me is that we have to have, if there's a group like that, there should be some safety nets that we have to put up. Okay, like allowing high ranking or senior members to also be part of the group. Okay, just to ensure that uh, how they look at things are in the right direction. Diba? The
Mm.
problem is if the individual or even the black belt does not have the interest of the organization, but his own interest, that goes against already the direction that KD is going.
Mm.
Okay, if he has his own interest only and doesn't care about the organization, I don't like people like that. The door is wide open. They can just go. Okay, because KD is an organization. We have our own. We have our own set of core values. We have a vision. We have a mission. Try to be inside that, di ba? Now, parents, of course, are parents, di ba? These guys are mature people, no? But sometimes these are people also, eh? Huh? And sometimes parents sometimes have a problem, especially if their kids are into competition or
Mm.
under training. Why is that sensei favoring somebody else? That's
Yeah.
that's how they perceive it. Okay, but maybe it is not true. All right. So things like that, okay, might be nurtured inside that group, inside that faction. So that I don't like that also. Diba? Okay. So as far as parents are concerned, well, yeah, they can be friends like that, but to form a group, I don't think it might be counterproductive eventually. No?
Okay.
Yun. It will be better if they have a group and one of the seniors are there. One or two of the seniors are there. So, di ba? Yeah. Just to make sure that things are properly
Balance.
Yeah.
Moderated properly.
disseminated. No? Okay.
I feel like if there would be like a group, it should be very inclusive, no, and not like exclusive, like right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't like it being the yes, exactly,
Yeah, they
exactly.
should be like welcoming. Oh, like if there's like a new
Oh,
student, a new parent, no, they should be like welcoming and help out the new guy, right? Or the new
Yeah.
parents, no, it's into getting fostering a better and healthier relationship into KDA to see what
yeah.
KDA really is, no.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Remember, Alex, we handle the students. So we have, in a way, control of the students, but we
yeah,
don't have the control of the parents.
yeah. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Becoming a
Because they don't
sensei.
do karate with us. They just send their students to do karate.
Yeah, becoming a sensei is quite hard when you think about that, no? Because you have to be sensitive with the people involved, like the students and the parents. I remember a time when I was teaching, no, I didn't have lots of patience for the younglings, right? And I wasn't very mature that time, and I kept like shouting, being angry, and there were times where I was an assistant instructor. Sensei David told me don't be too like rough on this child. Remember, the parent is also watching. So
Yeah.
when I think about it, oh yeah, and then I become more conscious, more sensitive, and that's right. That's right, because you have to think about the consequences
Alex,
about your.
Alex has already matured, actually. I never see him do that again.
Yeah, I fixed myself during online classes pa. So it took a while for me to change my ways, no? Instead of being angry all the time when there's something wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, because Alex is passionate. Okay, he's so passionate when he teach. He really teach well. Okay, he does also the movements together with the students. And when he sees somebody that's not doing and following and just like sitting down on the floor, wow, he gets angry. Okay,
I think I
so
witnessed that.
passionate kid, passionate kid, di ba?
Yes.
So and he's young, di ba? I was
Mhm.
like that also before.
Right.
Huh? You try to ask my previous students, sila Tiris Nable, sila Halili, yeah.
Okay. I
I
didn't know
remember.
that.
And then he said, when I got married, I tamed down.
Okay.
the
Oh,
tiger already has a trainer.
oh, I thought it has a leash. Okay. All right.
I remember Ma'am Therese saying na when she was hearing Alex teach, it's like flashbacks of Sir David teaching her.
Oh, don't get me started
Yeah,
with Sensei.
yeah.
A lot of they keep saying whenever I teach, I sound like Sensei David, and that's
Because you
pretty.
do.
What a curse this is. No. Okay, moving on. No, moving on. We're having too much fun, but it's no problem at all. Last one, okay. Maybe before we go into a break, sige.
Yeah, what-
For Sensei
Yeah,
Barry,
yeah.
no. Last question. This one's interesting one. How will you train the next generation of karatekas, no? Especially for KDA, diba? Of course, we can't have like always like a ossification of leadership. We need to like train new words like senseis and people that will handle the group, no? So
Yeah.
what do you think about that,
You're,
sensei?
you're talking about the next generations of black belts.
Right.
Okay, wait. Or even
In
in the lower
In
general.
ranks.
general, actually.
In
Okay.
general, sir.
Mm-mm.
I'd say that well, it depends. No, we're talking about the mindset, putting the mindset on the student. No, for students, well, we cannot expect that from kids, from the kid level.
Right.
You know, we would rather probably expect that from the at least the teenager part of the teenager bracket
Mm-hmm.
onwards. No, probably if I were to guide them, of course, I would impart always the values, no? Everything. No, what's important there is the trust, the respect, no, the commitment, and the obedience.
Mm-hmm.
No, to be able to follow. whatever we need to do. Because in my class, during the face-to-face days, if there are a lot of students from different ranks, from different grade level, okay, and I am focusing first on a different group, I always tell all the students there, I don't like you sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
I like you all to practice your lessons. If you are going to sit down here, you might as well go home. Okay? So
Right.
you're here to train. So make the most out of it. It's just 1.5 hours. So I hate students who are just sitting down and talking and well, come on.
Mm.
So I try to give them a direction, and challenge them, because from
Simbara.
this, then they will learn the responsibility. They will learn to appreciate that later on and reap the fruits, through their development.
Mm.
And I just keep on padding on that. Yeah, that's how would I would do it. Okay, from the younger age.
Yes. Thank you very much, Sensei Barry. Yeah, because developing like the next generation is very complicated. Hey, humans are very complicated, and so are like how the ways that you have to employ trying to develop one's character for the right job and for the leadership roles, right? And of course, different people have different ways of teaching. What are your thoughts about that, Sensei David? No? What are your ways, naman?
Well, yeah, well, if a student is so good because of the instructor, that makes the instructor so mighty proud. Okay,
Mm.
mighty proud, really. Uh, I guess students have their own degree of passion. Maybe some does not have any passion. Only the parents have passion. You understand?
Mhm. Right.
So
That's right.
okay, so just you cannot teach them the same way. So some are talented and wants to compete, send them here. Okay, even the JCAS tells us that. No, if they are like this, you have to teach them this way. If they're high level, you have to teach them. Okay, you have to change it. Okay,
Yeah,
you
they're
have to
teaching
separate them.
guidelines.
Sports team, separate sports lessons, right? So yun. So even though they're not in the sports team, what is important is that there's a change inside them, and sometimes we don't realize that because we see the students almost every week, right? But the parents sometimes, okay, notice, oh, before he does not have any confidence with doing this, now he has. Diba? Before he's bad in playing basketball, now he has better balance. Okay, normally they attribute that to karate. Okay, so there's also advantage and benefits even if students are not athletes, okay, are built to be athletes. But those that are built to be athletes and those that don't knows how to follow fast, send them to sports, okay. And then in the JKS we have a lot of opportunities. They can go and play, okay, in JKS nationals, and represent the country if they're that good,
Right.
diba? In sports, uh, there's a lot of advantage. It will really build up your character and your confidence. You will lose many times in competition, but every time you lose, as long as your character is intact, you will bounce back stronger. Diba? That is what happens in sports. Diba? You can focus more. No, you can rely on yourself more. Diba? You know how to play with a team. Diba? To have this team spirit. Diba? Yung importante sa sports eh. Your training to excel. Yung excellence nga yung habol eh, di ba? Yun.
Yes.
So I guess yeah, you separate them. Okay? You see if these guys have talent. We can do that right now because it's we're doing karate online. But if we have face to face, it's a different ball game. It's better actually.
Yes, I think karate has a very good fostering grounds of developing one's character, no? The whole culture of karate, like the sensei-student relationship, the senpai-kohai relationship, and even the relationship in competitions. Right?
Yeah.
All what Sensei Barry said, the trust, respect, and obedience are fostered in training, and respect as much as possible in competitions, right? And that really helps develop their own their skills, their leadership. In my case, in my classes, I make the brown belts really try to lead like the bowing so that they know aside from knowing the words, right, of seiza, smukso, they also do lead like the stretching so that they have like this at least a little bit of confidence, building confidence in um talking to an audience, right, and leading them. So I have a few students that are actually that don't want to because I don't want to talk, like I don't not talk in front of people. But I have some students that are surprisingly like very outstanding, or like oh sensei, I want to lead the buying. Okay, so I have a few examples of that, and it's really endearing to see, right? So I think they will grow up to be really they have lots of potential, really. They'll grow up to be really good kids, no, and really good adults in the future, and
Yeah.
hopefully they'll attribute it to karate also, right, and our teachings.
Yes.
So any more no
Yeah.
thoughts about that?
Yeah. You're correct that, about that. Because giving the opportunity for children to lead, no,
Mm-hmm.
lead what you said, no, the bowing and the soap and all that. Even during the time that we recite the doju kun, no, it's giving them that's it's empowering them,
Mm-hmm. Right.
no, empowering them
Empowering,
and
that's a
giving
word.
them
Yeah.
the building up their esteem, no, and character at the same time, no, and taking charge of everything, and they learn to be more responsible, no, cherish it, and
Mm-hmm.
be a role model to their peers, no? So it's a good thing, you know. How I wish that we can go back to the face to face, no, because
Yeah,
it's
very
all in
much.
this that we can really appreciate all these details
Mm.
about that.
Yeah, and especially when I think having really extracurricular activities really help develop especially a kid, no, because aside from having friends in school, they even have more other friends in like different circles, like their clubs and karate clubs, right, no, where they
Yeah.
foster like more social relationships, and that which will help them in the future in talking to other people, forming healthy relationships, knowing what's good and bad. So yeah, thank you very much. So we're gonna head into
Also,
a
if
okay,
I
all
may,
right.
if I may.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Ayun, I just want to add on to what you guys said na I think experience really is the best teacher for the being part of the next generation of karatekas that our senseis were talking about. I really appreciate how uh being part of the black belt community, like you have to actually have experience in teaching or assisting the other students in order to be a black belt. And I think that's really important for the next generation because it's not easy to teach, and it's not easy
Yeah,
to learn how to teach without actually experiencing it on your own.
right.
So yeah, ayun. I just wanted to add na I really appreciate how KDA hones its students by letting them take the wheel once in a while, like what you do, Alex, by taking making your brown belts lead. And yeah, it's really a nice training ground for our future
The future
For the
future
future
generations.
yeah.
Yeah.
generations.
That's very true, no? I mean, this podcast, the Unarmed
Yeah,
podcast, was
actually I was gonna. Yeah.
yeah, it's one of KDA's projects where it's handled by us kids, no?
Yeah.
By led by Senpai Prince and all the three of us, no?
Yeah.
So very
And I think
promising.
it's also because the board members and our senior black belts saw our potential. So, they let us take the wheel in this in this
Right.
endeavor.
Yeah. They really
Really
want
nice.
us to develop, no? So
Yeah.
yeah, very true what you said, no, Ivana. Thank you very much. No. We'll head to a very short break, maybe around 2 to 5 minute water break. All right. So see you in a few minutes, guys.
You
See you
Be
there.
right
guys.
back.
All right, we're back. Now we have a very third special guest, no?
Third special guest. Hello.
All right, we have
Mom's
Senpai
birthday.
Prince in the room.
Yeah. Alright.
Hello.
Sumusulpot eh.
Kaya
Oo
nga
nga
eh.
Yeah.
Alright,
Busog
before
pa
we
eh,
I'm
before we continue to our last but not least segment, I wanna read the comments. One is sponsored, and then Totoy Talon, I guess from the previous,
Yung
the
picture,
first
yeah.
one, the
Yeah, picture, yeah.
one word, one pick, one
One
word.
pick,
basta
one word,
yun.
one phrase.
Yeah, one phrase. Brotherhood, toughen, tapos dapat kasi wala nang time limit. Dami pa kasi gusto sabihin ni Sir David.
We're very sorry
Tama
po,
eh.
we cut you off.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
we gave them a chances to talk afterwards naman.
Kaya
So,
nga,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oo.
And then, ang funny, actually,
in our
ang
defense.
funny nung pinakalas. Akala ko po yung KDA means Karate David Association.
Karate David.
Hindi na, ay, sa bagay, meron naman yung mga naglalagay ng pangalan sa karate club
nga,
nila.
yeah.
Pero,
Matindi yun, pagka sinama pa si Alex.
Karate David Alex.
Alex.
David Alex wala.
David Alex Lay. Mga ganun. Pero, ayun po. So,
Yeah.
that's it for our comments.
Yeah, that's it for
Yeah.
our comments. So to head off to our last segment, it's kind of an exciting game. Kasi kanina, 'di ba, we talked about JKS, how awesome JKS is, right? And
Oh,
we
yeah.
want to give you guys for the opportunity to expound on that. And so we're gonna ask you to tell us the story of how we became part of JKS, and what we are now in JKS and what are our future in JKS. But here's the twist po. You're gonna take turns telling us the story by like 10 seconds lang. Kunyari, Sir David lang muna. Tapos after
10 seconds.
ng 10 seconds, magsa-stop. Si Sir Barry magko-continue.
Yeah.
So,
You're gonna add.
Okay.
Okay.
Challenging.
So,
Tugtungan. Okay.
matetest po natin dito if you really guys are like one mind, you know?
Close.
That's
Close na.
the closest it can.
One mind, one heart.
How will we know? How will we know kung may time limit ba yan? 10
Si
seconds?
Ivan na po magta-time.
Sige,
10
ako.
seconds.
Okay.
Ako
Sige.
na magta-time.
Let's go.
Wait lang po.
Yes.
10 seconds. Are you guys ready? Sino na? Sir Barry muna.
So, yeah, we can go Sir David
Okay,
muna
Sir Barry,
because
Sir
Sir David daw muna.
Sir Barry. Bato-bato.
Sabi
Sir
nagtipid
Barry,
si Sir
Sir Barry.
David. Once
Sir
upon a
Barry.
time.
Malagi ako
Mga
kanina
ganun.
eh.
Jack and Poy. Jack and Poy kasi no.
Jack and Poy.
I have to continue the story. And then after that,
Yeah.
we continue the story in ground.
Apa,
Yeah.
ganun pa
Apa.
yan. So,
So the story has to make sense po, baka mamaya.
Next part of the kata, and then ikaw naman ulit. Okay.
Yeah. It's like that.
Like that, something like that po.
And it has to make sense, no?
Yeah, it has to make sense. Baka mamaya you're telling your own stories, tapos nagtutugtungan lang kayo, pero iba yung thought. So dapat
Dapat po,
incorporate your thought to your partner's thoughts po.
for our parents and students, okay,
Ready
it's
na
time
ba?
to learn.
Parang
It's
si
time
Barry
to
go
learn.
first po.
Tingnan muna.
Ah, sige.
Baka,
Where will I
Thank
start?
you.
should we give them time?
Where will you start, Barry? Where will you start?
Again, the question po.
Yan.
Again, the question is,
Thinking.
yeah, how did we
No
end up
coaching.
in JKS? How are we like right now in JKS, and what are our future in JKS po? That's the question.
I shall start.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, ready?
A long time ago. A long time
Timer
ago.
starts now.
Now.
Sorry. Timer starts now.
A long time ago in a federation far, far away. No?
Yan.
Ubos oras to ah.
Okay.
10 seconds yun lang sinabi si
10 seconds, Mr. Barry.
Lalo tayo.
Barry, ikaw na po.
Ay, yun na ba yun?
Yun na yan.
Ano po? Sensya na po.
Okay,
Next.
okay. Next,
Ganun ka
Sir
kaikli?
Barry. Hindi, ubusin niyo po yung 10 seconds sana.
Okay.
Sana.
10 seconds.
Yeah, okay,
Anong time
ready?
go?
Ready? Timer starts now.
We thought of changing our direction. And so we were thinking, what
Okay.
Okay,
So,
okay.
David, your turn.
We were
We were
thinking.
thinking.
We were
What were we
thinking.
thinking?
What
Okay,
was what were you
Ano po
thinking?
bang iniisip natin?
ready? Timer starts now.
But we already have an organization in mind because I wanted to be a member of that organization for a long time, actually more than 6 years ago. Balik ko na.
Okay. Kanina we, biglang I was thinking. Okay.
But
Di na make sense.
Okay, ready?
For me.
Timer starts now.
eventually we were given the lead, and so we explored the opportunity, no, and then we kind of
We
Kinda.
Kinda.
What did we kinda do?
Ang tagal na
Sensei
to.
David. Okay,
Yung
ready?
15
Timer
seconds na lang.
starts.
Then they asked me, okay, can you send me your diploma? Can you send me your resume? And then that's what I did. And then they said, wait for my answer on June 24.
24.
June 24.
Timer starts now.
2020.
Everybody.
and then when the date came, then we were so happy.
Yes.
And
Let's
then
go.
immediately we felt the power.
Oh,
felt
the
the
power.
power.
The
The
power of what?
power.
Timer starts now.
Women
Power of
empowerment.
what?
Anyway, okay, what I did was to call up my friends from other organizations like MKKPI, I called up PKTS, I called up even Franco, and they agreed.
Franco.
Oh,
Correct.
agree.
Starts now.
Even Franco.
And then as we wrote the letter of our intent, we were able to have the opportunity for a go signal, and we submitted all the requirements.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh,
requirements.
wow.
And then
And
go.
then, Sensei David?
And we were approved. No, so we were very happy. So the next thing is that you have to know their curriculum, okay, their katas, etc., etc. That's different.
That's different.
Different.
Okay,
That's
go.
different.
Different club.
And then we received the new curriculum, and then we studied how we can transition into that.
Okay,
Into
time.
that.
Transition
Go,
to
go,
that.
go.
There's a lot of changes that we have to do with not only with even our basic techniques, and also in kata. So we have to implement that to our instructors, then to our students.
I go.
And so the calvary of victory happened. We started practicing the basic Junro katas.
Yeah.
Rokata.
We were able to go to Japan. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
That was 2019 of November. Wow. Were we amazed, really? Grabe. We were starstruck with all the celebrities there.
Yeah. Talking about the celebrities, no less than the Sensei Norman Robinson was there, no? And beside me was Sensei Arimoto.
Sensei.
Arimoto.
Oh. I was even able to train in their Hombu dojo in Shinjuku. And then after the training, we were supposed to mop the floor. And then Sir Franco said, see that, Sir Sensei David is mopping the floor.
Tapping the floor.
Okay, and so that proves that there is no age barrier between Soji and everything. Respect.
So
is
then
there.
everything.
We were happy in Japan because everything was so nice. Japan so clean. Tokyo University was so clean. The food was great. The weather, I love the weather. Wow.
Yeah.
Ang hirap naman ito.
And so how we wish that we will come back to Japan, hopefully this year, no? But in the meantime, we have to continue to rebuild.
And suddenly, coronavirus came.
Right.
Yeah, apo, tama.
Online classes. But JKS was able to also send us a lot of online seminars.
Oh.
Yun.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Thanks to the gracious and unselfish country clubs led by JKS Scotland and company. They were able to share to us the training.
Yeah. What was fantastic about the JKS is even with the pandemic going on and all the lockdowns, they were able to move on with their activities, like giving exams, seminars, etc.
Yeah.
You guys are getting used to this,
Galing.
Oo nga.
Galing na sila.
Ang bilis eh.
And so it goes, no? We continue to progress, to advance, and along with our students, we go hand in hand.
Yeah, time na.
Time na?
That's it. The end.
Nice.
Congrats. That really shows that experience is the greatest teacher, no?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really a nice story about how we.
A nice
Hello,
story
Super
with
Dave,
such
We did not get the whole story.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
maybe we can talk about that now. The rest of the story.
Snippets lang yan.
There are
Pag-lock
more
that na yung
colorful stories.
students.
Yeah.
Where did we end ba? So the seminars, right?
Yeah.
Seminars.
Yeah, there we go. So that's where we are currently now. Since of course Corona hit, pandemic,
Yep.
and we had to really take care of ourselves. And of course, lockdown. No more physical training. No more face-to-face competition. So how do we train karate now? Sparring is a very big thing in karate. So we had to really improvise and adapt, overcome in online
Innovate.
with online training. So, what are your thoughts about
Before the pandemic, we were already we had already invited Kagawa Shihan to come here
Oh yeah,
on
right.
May.
Yeah.
Dapat
So
napunta
but
siya.
so happens that we were already in lockdown on March 16.
Very
So
unfortunate.
okay. So eventually, after all this pandemic, when the pandemic is over, we are going to be inviting instructors, maybe around 2 instructors every year. Yeah.
Wow.
Really big. It's really big.
Think about that, a world champion coming over here. Think
Maybe
about that.
maybe it would be
Awesome. Wow.
it might be more what do you call it, fun if we instead of bringing instructors here, we bring a team there. No. No. Yeah, that
A
might.
rich team.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if we're gonna be thinking, bringing two
Drinking.
senseis, we have to have an event, place for him to stay. So that's a lot of
Yeah.
expense. So instead of avoiding those expenses, we could like maybe bring.
Redirect those
Yeah.
expenses
Spend more.
to other
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
Spend more.
And Japan looks very nice, no? And we want to give ideas.
You have to
Hope.
think about everybody.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
give everybody a chance to be able to experience the senseis there.
Yeah.
And then, okay, because not everybody can go to Japan, di ba?
Yeah.
Mind you.
I propose we have a tournament where the winners of the tournament will have the chance to be able to be part of a team that will be
Our
sent.
next World Championships is in Dubai, Alex. I think next year. Dubai.
Okay,
JKS World Championships. Yeah.
now that's something to look forward to.
We're going to be selecting
grabe.
here to represent the Philippines. They have also, like, I think, 12 years old. The youngest is around 12 years old.
That's great.
Can go.
A big opportunity for a 12-year-old, actually.
Yeah.
12 years old.
Dubai.
This is very important, I think, for KDA and other karate clubs to have.
Biggest
No? Yeah,
Actually, all the JKS clubs in the Philippines.
giving,
Comes together.
giving them like
Yeah.
inspiration or motivation for them to train karate because they have the opportunity to go abroad, no, and experience like the karate overseas, and so that they can get better. And of course, that's like a motivation for them to I want to go to a different country, right?
Yeah.
That's very
Travel
appealing
na rin
to that's very appealing to
Yeah.
parents and students, no. That gives them like the motivation to train harder, to win more competitions, and like prove themselves. So I
Yeah.
think that's what JKS does well, and I think we can capitalize on that, no, giving them hope.
So I think competition is just one small part of it. For me, I would rather like the international seminar.
Ah,
That's fantastic. Talaga, you have to experience it.
yeah.
Okay. You will meet a lot of celebrities. A lot of celebrities. You will know this guy, you know this guy, you know this guy from YouTube.
Nag-explore ka na lang, no?
And they practice together with you. Minsan sa
From
harapan mo, minsan sa tabi mo. Ang galing talaga. You will be handled by different senseis, all Japanese, and all are so good. Okay? Most of them, we already have a nickname.
A nickname. Oh, for example,
Kanayama.
Kanayama Sensei, no? What was that?
Machine.
Sensei Norman Robinson was the one who also said that, no? Like the Iron Man or the Machine with his tough training regiment, no? So, we would also like to talk about, no, like the future that maybe you guys have in store for KDA and maybe JKS in general, no? The other clubs that are affiliated with JKS. Is there any like maybe face-to-face training eventually when the lockdown goes down? Sensei Barry?
Yeah, sure. Well, hopefully in coming future, you'll be able to have that opportunity to invite this all the club or the different branch representatives in the metro. Okay,
Mhm.
and but right now we are planning. We're planning for an JKS nationals. Okay,
JKS
that
Nationals.
would select the national pool for to represent the Philippines,
Mhm.
going to, as what Sensei David said,
The Dubai.
Dubai
Bye.
Right.
World Championship in Dubai. No, so we might plan that out if the time and situation permits. No? And Sensei David, along with other ASEANs also have thought of uh, making ties with the other Asian country. Sensei David,
Asian.
can you
Yeah.
elaborate?
Okay, so we're planning to form with the blessing of the headquarters. Okay, JKS headquarters. We're planning to form a like an East Asia JKS Federation.
East Asia.
So that's like we can have China, we can have Indonesia, we can have Cambodia, we can have Thailand, we can have Vietnam, Philippines, including India and Bangladesh, like that, if they want to. We can have also, except Japan. Japan is not in Asia. Okay, we can have also Australia, New Zealand.
It's
All
not
right.
Yeah, that's right.
Asia.
You are like, diba? We can
Lahat basta.
every year. And
Pero
the
Japanese.
change place, diba? Every time. No? The purpose is
Opo.
for us to be able to participate in tournaments that are not so far, so that the travel expenses are not so expensive. No? So that's one. Okay, so that's one of our plans.
Okay.
Okay. Besides inviting senseis coming over here, that's one of our, and also holding seminars. Okay. We also have JKS branch in Hong Kong. There's two of them, Bari, no? There's two of
Yeah.
them in Hong Kong.
Oh,
New members. Uh, Eventually, we're going to be holding seminars also in Hong Kong.
well, that's great, no? It's like the
I
great
think
East
Really
Asian
nice.
co-prosperity sphere, except Japan's not included.
Yeah.
But okay.
sorry Japan.
Yeah. It's quite confusing, no? East Asian, because some people think East Asia like excluding Southeast Asia, no? But it's in the group it will be
The east part of
Southeast Asia will be included.
Yeah,
Okay.
because there's countries like Asia, like Iran, no, Iraq, or diba? These are also Asian countries, but they're on the western side.
Yeah, they're quite far, no? Yeah, I agree. But yeah. So yeah, what countries, no? Like will like Indonesia? Do they have JK Indonesia? Maybe Malaysia,
Indonesia
Vietnam.
has a lot of karatekas.
Yeah.
No?
Sensei
Has a
Frank.
lot of
Over
karatekas,
1,000.
and the biggest club there is JKS. They have 3 million people.
Oh wow, okay.
3 million students.
Wow, that's a lot.
Think about that.
Oh my, yeah, it's like three. It's like a large percentage of the
The
population.
head of
Already.
JKS Indonesia is right now the current chief referee of Indonesia. Forky. Forky is the federation, the national federation of karate in Indonesia. So he's the chief referee right now.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Ano gagawin yung selection nila, no? 3 million.
Wow.
Yeah,
Good
think about it as a
luck.
headache.
Good luck. Mini mo. You know?
No, but they're gonna be very competitive, you know.
Oo,
And-
isa pa yun.
Yeah, the skills that they foster will be really much greater in as long as competition like is high. And I think we really need that in the Philippines talaga, to be able to like bring our standard, our karate standard up close to the international standard, no?
What
And of
helped
course-
also Indonesia was to the fact that they made karate to be part of their armed forces martial art. Yeah, so that's why
Talaga po?
the
Galing.
Indonesian team, there's lots of soldiers there inside the Indonesian team. So when they win in they do a salute like that.
Galing.
Instead
I
of doing
see.
they do a salute.
Sobrang angat.
Oo eh.
What about in the Philippines? Is there like a designated martial art for the armed forces? Maybe Kali or like
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Good question. I don't know.
What's Kali in Filipino again?
Yeah, Arnis.
Arnis. Yeah, there you go.
Arnis.
Arnis.
Because that's our
Oo nga eh.
national sport. No?
Yeah,
What, Sipa?
not sure. Krav Maga, mga ganun.
Krav Maga.
Yeah,
But guys, Israel.
Yeah, Krav Maga is very well, no? So, any what do you call this? Thoughts about JKS, guys?
sa akin po siguro out of the box, Sensei, meron na po ba tayong in the Philippines may board of trustees, parang gano'n na po tayo na JKS leaders?
Well,
Oh,
good question.
wala pa.
Wala pa po. Hindi pa po
Wala
tayo.
Yeah, actually, right now, we have like 6 different organizations of the JKS in the Philippines.
Six.
4 among us, the big groups like KDA, MKKPI, PKTS, and
Yes.
also
ASK.
Tacloban,
ASK po.
JKS Tacloban. Okay, and then the other 2 is the one in Cebu. They have a JKS Philippines Central Visayas and JKS Philippines. So there's 6 of us. Okay, yun.
Right.
So-
Where's JKS Philippines based nga ulit? Where's JKS Philippines based? The last one.
They were the first one to be a JKS member.
Right.
They were members way back, I think, around 6 years ago.
Mm. Yeah.
Uh,
Back then we
and
had
after that we came in also.
right. Because back then we invited one of the JKS senseis, no?
Right.
Si Sensei Kossinger, was it?
Yeah,
Kissinger. Kossinger. Or yeah. And yeah, I hope that's true, no? I hope we have better ties and relationship with the other Philippine JKS groups in the Philippines, especially the ones far away.
Any problem. Yeah, there's no problem.
Yeah.
But the biggest working group there will be the four of us. Okay, because we've known each other for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Po, Sensei. Yeah.
We know each other already for a long time already. So yeah.
I hope
Um,
everything works well. No? Yeah, sorry. Hi, Prince.
Ay, sige. Okay. Yung mga plans po natin, Sensei, is if, for example, yung kapag nag-ease na or like nag-move na tayo into the endemic, no, yung mag face-to-face classes na po, and then magkakaroon na rin po ng face-to-face tournaments. Pero what if lang po, no? Parang devil's advocate. What if hindi pa po like this year, pwede pa po ba ma-push yung mga plans na magkaroon ng JKS Nationals virtually? Parang ganun po.
Yes, definitely that will happen. There's nothing that we can do. No? We're still under the DOH, okay, the IATF, like that. Okay, whatever they declare, we follow naman eh. No? Yun. There's no problem pushing the programs back one year after. No, there's no problem with that. Okay, kaya lang, siyempre, we'll just have to wait again for 1 year.
Right, yeah, because I remember who told me. I think you told me this, Sensei David, no, because a country already like got was it Shihan Kagawabo or a different Hongo instructor to teach in a different country, no? Like face to face.
Scotland. Just,
Oh yeah, right, Scotland.
Kasi Kagawa is supposed to teach in Ireland, Scotland already. They have already a date by September. By September.
Wow.
I think they're also getting Sensei Makita by May, something like that. By May, that early, huh?
Wow. Yeah, May. That's very early, no? And to think that one of the variants of COVID started there too, you know. I hope everything goes well, no? Especially in our case, and of course everyone's case around the world. Hopefully COVID eases and we may resume back to normal, if that's a possibility. And of course for karate, we need to move forward sana and train again face to face.
Actually, we still have another online class, international seminar on April, the first week of April, April 2 and 3.
Okay.
Seminar again, done exams, qualification exams, like that, everything. Judges exam. I think me and Barry will be taking judges exam. Okay, and
Good luck po.
also judges and also instructor exam. Sensei Barry, no?
Yes.
Okay. On April. Yeah.
Good luck, senseis.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck po.
Good luck po.
Yung mga instructor exams po, ano po yung mga pinapagawa po nila dun?
Normally, again, kata. Yeah, you do
kata
kata,
po.
and then from there you have to do your bunkai, or they ask you questions about your kata. So those are the items for the exams, like that.
Yeah.
For the judges exam, you have to have players, no, ready, and then they do kumite, and then we don't use actually traditional officiating, but we do the shobo ipon. We don't do that, but we use WKF. So they just watch and then they see how you perform. The judge perform like that.
Yeah, just to share an experience, no, because the exams we taken online exams already, like for what do you call that?
Conversion.
Conversion. Yeah, thank you very much. I
Yeah.
almost forgot. And also the Dan exam too going up, and it's pretty nerve-wracking, no? Because it's like you have to. It's just one kata for now, no, and one kata, so you have to really prepare it. I've been preparing it for like weeks.
You know,
And
they can very dynamic organization. Look how they think, yeah.
Yeah.
Look how they think. They're not just there's nothing we can do. There's a pandemic, okay? No,
Yes.
they have to do something, diba?
Yeah.
This is what we should do. So that's how advanced their thinking is. That's how dynamic they are. That's why I like that organization.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then in the exams, they sometimes ask you for bunkai. So
Yeah.
it's like you have to be prepared
Yep.
So sometimes I practice my kata and then ask Sensei David, what's the bunkai of this again? Because we don't. I wish. I think we. I wish we should. I wish we can. I mean, practice more of bunkai. You know, be like because all we do is like practice the kata, but not knowing sometimes the application. No? We just have to do it faster, stronger, and that's quite scary if you're not used to learning bunkai. And I've seen because during the online Dan exam, right, you can see the other people being asked, what is application of this one? I was like, and even me, I try to think, what's this nga?
Oo,
Like
dapat.
block and punch.
Kasi pag sa'yo tinanong eh. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do see people that get it wrong. I was like, are you sure?
Talaga, ginaganon sila. Are you sure?
Yeah,
Di naman are you sure, but not, but it's like
They're
again,
not prepared.
that. So you have to be really prepared. Yeah.
Kala ko tatanungin eh, who's your
Problem.
sensei? Joke. Joke lang.
And then yeah, with their instructor's course, is this the word they also what do you call this? Do the sparring session where you have to be the referee?
No, I think
Or is it
instructors
different?
also kata. Kata.
Oh, okay,
Kata
just
po, no?
kata.
Sessions are for judges exams.
All right, judges exam. So yeah, that's one thing. You have to be
Yeah.
knowledgeable about WKF rules of the
Yeah.
committee. No. But
So,
yeah,
yun.
Time.
all right. Any
Any
last questions? Any final thoughts?
I think we're good.
Okay,
Good
sige.
yun sa...
I might want to say something. Whatever.
Sir Barry, sige po.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, just parting words. Okay. So my advice to everybody, who would still searching for the right organization, they have to really check the background of the organization.
Yep.
No, what is it all about? Because there are quite some organizations that you cannot say you can say much about their legitimacy. So you have to you make a background check of it.
Yeah.
Look at you search everything. It's all there in the net, no, and then that will be a good thing for you to be able to entrust your karate education of your loved one, your child, or even yourself.
Right.
But as for us, we just like to continue to propagate karate the best way we can, the way Master Jinjin Funakoshi had envisioned for every one of us to do, to be able to instill the good character to the youngs, no, and to make them a better person, and and uh, and everybody happy. Make build
Mhm.
a good community in our karate journey.
Yes. Thank you very much. So yeah, again, just like what Sensei Barry said, you have to really know the background of the karate. So for any inquiries and information that you want to, and if you're very interested in doing karate, we have our contact information down here on the lower right. Lower right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we have classes, no? We're all pointing at the different
Ali.
directions now. Okay.
Iba-iba.
Yeah. Okay. So we have classes every day, no, for different kinds of belts. No, if you're
Yep,
if you're
ages.
new, yeah, if new age, the new ages, new different ages,
New age.
new belts, and it doesn't matter if you're new to karate or you've done karate before with a different background. We still welcome people like that. Okay. So all you have to do is like contact again the lower right in the stream. Yeah.
Here, yeah.
Diba?
Okay. Yeah. So there we go.
Before we end, I think we would like to thank our sponsors pala. Anchorland, Egayap, Casasiello, Culture Blends, Unitec Pipe Manufacturing Corporation, and TKL Steel Corporation. And we would like to greet Tita Mao happy birthday. The mother of
Thank you
pipe
po.
prints, yeah.
Yes.
Happy
Yay.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Mama.
Yay.
Mama, dito na ako, Mama.
Okay. Okay. For our very special guest, shout outs. Is there anyone you guys want to shout out? Let's
Sir
start
Barry,
with
Sir David.
Okay.
Sir David.
Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Ella.
Sinisigawan tayo.
Do it. KDA black belts here. Okay. To my also JK's family, to like Hanchi Ramon Franco, sila Renchi Raymond Lee Reyes. Okay. To my wife, shout out to my wife.
Hi,
Marie
Tita.
Ramos.
Hi, Tita.
My
Tita.
shout out also, of course, to sila Shihan Greg Lacorte and Jerby Lacorte and George Lacorte.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Sensei,
How about
Okay, bye.
Okay, nasabi na ni Sir David lahat ng shout out eh. Shout out to sila rin. They know who they are. All the KDA family, especially the black belts, no, who are inactive. Well, I call you. Come back and have fun.
Thank you, Sensei
Yes,
Barry.
thank you
Support
very
our
much.
body.
Yeah.
All right. So to
Our
wrap.
special outro video.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
this has been the special KDA anniversary podcast
Thank you for
episode
watching.
with our very two special guests, Sensei Barry Oranchana and Sensei David Lay.
David,
Thank you
Lay.
guys for
Thank you.
watching.
Time,
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank you very
See you
much,
again next
guys.
week.
All right, moving to the special outro. Yo,
Special outro. Let's
yo,
go.
check it out, guys.
Let's go.
That's it for this week. Thank you for listening, and we hope you and your family enjoy this episode.
Kindly like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. I am David Lay, and this is our KD anniversary special episode.
Bye.